PvP or no PvP? That's the question. Ready or Not had PvP in its alpha stage, but it was missing when it hit Steam Early Access. And it seems that a good number of the community don't want PvP, whether that's because they only like playing PvE, or because they thought the alpha version of PvP was a mess, I'm not sure. Let's discuss it down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. In my opinion, I think Ready or Not's great potential for a really unique and exciting PvP experience. So I'm going to show you my ideas for some different game modes, how they'd work, and if you think PvP isn't for Ready or Not, maybe, just maybe, sway your opinion. First, let's take a look at what the alpha PvP was like. I didn't get a chance to play it myself, so I've been talking to the community on Reddit and other creators on YouTube like Purificator, who's allowed me to use their footage that you can see here. There were 3 different game modes. There was a classic team deathmatch, King of the Hill, which is being played here, where the teams would have to capture and hold an objective until the bar filled up or the time ran out, and it had unlimited respawns. Although if you used less lethals on your enemies and arrested the whole team, you'd win the round regardless of the objective position. There was also a VIP escort mode, where a random SWAT member would be selected as VIP, and the SWAT's objective was to extract them. Suspects would have to arrest the VIP and hold him for 2 minutes before they could extract him and win. If either team killed the VIP, they would lose. This mode sounds interesting, but it also sounds quite unbalanced. A lot of the feedback was that it was awful, very much a run and gun experience, like a slow Call of Duty. Others said it was a buggy mess that was quickly fixed but no one played it, and there are some that really enjoyed it but couldn't find a full lobby. But from what I've seen and heard, it wasn't all that tactical or very fitting of the game that we all love. Let's get on to what Ready or Not's PvP could be. To get my idea across, I'm going to use the map editor from Doorkickers 2 and this gas station map from the Steam Workshop by Toelock. Links down in the description if you play Doorkickers. I highly recommend giving this map a play. For all the game modes, each one would be a 5v5. One team plays as SWAT and the other team plays as a terrorist or criminal group. I think the current PvE gameplay, movement, etc. would be the base, maybe just adding the ability to sprint using shift. What do you think? Maybe that would take away the tactical edge, but it's helpful to get yourself out of certain situations or move to support your team faster. Each of the PvP game modes are based on the current PvE modes, so Raid would be a classic team deathmatch, good for warming up, getting practice, or just running and gunning if that's really what you're in the mood for. You will simply spawn on opposite sides of the map, and the round will be won once your team reaches the required kills or the time runs out and the highest score wins. In Barricaded Suspects, you only have 1 life per round, best of 3 or 5 round wins. Suspects are armed with lethal weapons and a limited number of traps, while the SWAT team can only use less lethal weapons to stun and arrest the suspects. The suspect must be in a stunned state or hit with a melee before handcuffing. Suspects will win if all SWAT members are eliminated. The SWAT team will win if all suspects are arrested. I was also thinking that maybe the suspects could cut their friends free if they can get to them, and perhaps SWAT could medic their team back into the game, and even be able to carry a team or enemy to a safe location. What do you guys think of that? For hostage rescue, active shooter and bomb threat, things get a little bit more interesting. In these objective-based game modes, both teams run lethals. Now with AI civilians in the map, and suspects are able to press a button to fake civ, where they would stand in place waving their arms around as civs do. Pressing the button again would fake surrender, so when the team swaps, hands in the air, get down on their knees, but at any point, unless handcuffed, they can draw their weapon again. For active shooter, there's 5 civilians moving around the center of the map. SWAT and suspects spawn opposite ends, and if the suspects eliminate all SWAT or all the civilians, they win. SWAT must eliminate the suspects before they have eliminated all of the civilians to win. This should be fairly fast-paced rounds, so there's no need for traps. Hostage rescue and bomb threat will work very similarly. We'll cover them both together here, and if you play 0 Hour, these will be very familiar to you. Suspects will vote for their start location within the map in the weapon selection phase, and will spawn in the area they voted for. You'll have a limited number of traps to use per round, and will have 30 to 60 seconds to set those up. During this time, the SWAT team will have a planning table to plan their entrance. In bomb threat, the bomb location is known. In hostage rescue, they will not know the location of the hostage. Suspects will not be able to open doors that lead to the exterior of the building during the planning or preparation phase, or for the first 30 seconds of the game phase. Stop spawn camping of the SWAT team. In bomb threat, there will be a number of AI civs to worry about, and the SWAT team will have to defuse the bomb with a short time limit before it explodes, and the suspects win. If SWAT defuse it, they win the round even if there are suspects still alive. If SWAT kill all the suspects, they still have to get to and defuse the bomb, and if suspects kill all the SWAT team, the round ends and they win. For hostage rescue, there will be a single civ that spawns at the voted location on his knees, with his hands up in the air. There is a longer time limit now, allowing SWAT more time to search the building. What could really make this mode interesting is if left unguarded, the AI civ will try and run away, and suspects can also put themselves in the position to fake being a hostage. The gun draw animation will have to take a second or two to give SWAT a chance. If the hostage leaves the building, either on his own accord or with the SWAT team wins. If all SWAT are killed, then suspects win. If someone accidentally kills the hostage, their team loses. Let me know down in the comments what you think of these PvP game modes. Any ideas you've got as well, I'd love to hear them. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button and hit subscribe for more great tactical content. And don't forget, if you change your mind, then you can always unsubscribe later. See you in the next one.